All right, so let's take a look at doing this semi-finished hex nut. This is what we want to end up like. So to do this drawing, create a new standard IPT file. And we need to know a couple things. First, we need to know the dimensions. So let's do a sketch here. I'm going to just rotate it around, and we're going to put in our six-sided polygon, right? Six-sided polygon. Don't really know the dimensions yet, so we'll just stick it in here. If you want to get it vertical, you know, you can put a constraint on it. That's fine. So all I did was go to the internet and Google semi-finished hex nut and dimensions, and came up with this little chart here. And we're going to be using this three-quarter nut, right? So our width across the flats, our F dimension here, is going to be 1 1/4, and our thickness is going to be 47/64 with a minimum of 0.71, maximum of 0.758. So it kind of gives us a little bit of variance there. So we'll start with these. So we know that across the flats is 1 1/4. So let's do that first. Dimension, flat side to flat side, 1.25, 1 1/4, right? So here is our nut. And our thickness, we finish this. Extrude. You can either put in the fraction, I'm going to put in the decimal, that basic dimension. Okay. So that's the frame of our nut. Now we got to put on those little beveled edges. And this is the fun part. So we're going to sketch on the top. We're going to create a circle. And we notice in our drawing that it goes almost to the edge, right? So our circle is going to go to one of those flat edges. Be careful where you click it here. You could click it a little bit inside, but let's go all the way to the edge and click it like that. And we're going to finish this sketch. Now, how do we get this chamfer here? So this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to create an extrusion for that center part. I can't cut it or cut it all the way through, so I can't extrude it. That's not what we want. What we want is a intersection. Just this part here, cut. But we want to go to the More tab and put it at a 45-degree taper. See where I am? 45-degree taper under the More tab. Hit OK, and that gives us our nice little extrusion. We can put a access point, you know, whatever you want. Now we're going to cut out for the threading, and we know that our nut size is what? Our nut size is, let me increase that a little bit. Our nut size is 3/4 inch 10 UNC United coarse thread 2B. Okay, so let's do this. It's a 3/4 inch hole, right? So we can create a hole on this face, right? It's not centered. So to create a center, let's sketch on this face, and we're just going to make a 3/4 inch circle. 3/4 inch circle. Finish sketch. Okay, so now we have a point that we can reference. Go to the hole. We're going to create a threaded hole. The size is going to be 3/4 inch. Go down, find 3/4, and make sure that we have the 10 UNC. Here's the 10 UNC, and it's class 2B right hand thread all the way through, full depth. Okay. So now we hit center, click the center of the hole, and hit OK, and it creates our thread. And there we have our nut. Okay? Have fun.